The Dallas County case has not been filed all the
Where's
way back.
you're Tyler Barry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just stand right
Yes, sir.
there, sir. Thank you. So your attorney is here, right there. You can see he's here. That's Mr.
Cartridge.
Cottridge, Mr. Cottridge.
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead,
And
Jeremy.
so that arrest in Dallas County from back in September, that Dallas County case has still not been filed, much less indicted. My client, he is a resident of North Texas up here in Collin County or Denton County. He's working in Dallas, and like I said, he drove all the way down to Jefferson County just to turn himself in and take care of this warrant. He's not going to have any problems showing up for court. He hasn't had any problems
What happened on October 9th?
on October the 9th. What happened there
You failed
is
to appear. Right.
so Judge, on October the 8th, I contacted Robert Menard of the Jefferson County Community Supervisions Department and talked to him about this issue. And I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "Man, a motion to adjudicate is going to end up coming." I said, "Well, why would we drive all the way down there for us to tell you that yes, he did get arrested, and we know that a motion to adjudicate is coming? Why don't you just tell him that we contacted you, tell him that we made the cost benefit analysis to say that we're not going to drive 12 hours and go ahead and issue the motion to adjudicate. And whenever that happens, we'll turn ourselves in," which is where we're at.
Well, y'all are setting the standards and the rules, not me or the rules. The rules are already in place. No matter what happens until he gets arrested, which didn't even happen until after January, right? I mean, this thing was filed January 2nd, and he's not showing up on October 9th, 3 months. I
Judge,
mean, yeah, if I tell, this is what I've said for 20 years. If you can't do anything on probation, you got to show up, or else you're on your own probation, not ours. It's you got to report timely and regularly, or else we're unable to supervise you. And that's one of the allegations. That's always important. If you don't show up, you're not on really probation. You're on your probation, which in the way that's tail wagging the dog. That's just not the way it should be. But it's still not a good idea at all to violate the very first condition, which is don't commit a crime. But what are we asking for today?
Judge, I'm just asking for a bond. His original bond back in 2023 was $5,000. It's usually double the bond is normally what I've seen on these things, and I think
Not here. I mean, there is no standard for that here. I mean, it depends on what the circumstances are. I know it's double. State is here, Mr. Laird, and the probation officer is also here. So if you need to communicate with them, you're free to. Mr. Laird, on behalf of the state, I think he's entitled to a bond.
Yes, sir. He's entitled to a bond, and I cannot comment on the new offense in Dallas County. I don't have the new offense material. It hadn't been filed yet over there, so I do know that
It's a state jail felony.
It's
what they're
yes, sir.
saying. So
Yes, sir. If he does have
it's not a
something,
violent crime.
I'd ask that he have a GPS put on so that we know that he's not frequenting places that might have solicitation.
Where are you going to live if you are released?
I have my own place, sir, in Louisville, Texas.
And where?
Louisville, Texas.
Louisville.
8801 Hebron Parkway.
Okay. All right.
And it's right next to my dog.
Okay. From probation, anything we ought to talk about that we're not talking about that is related to his probation? All right. What are you asking for, Jeremy? How much?
a $10,000 bond, Judge.
But you said 5,000.
Well, 5,000 was the original one from 2023.
Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do: 7,500. Okay, I'm gonna order mine for 7,500. Plus, you're going to have a GPS device on you so we know where you are, so that when you're not reporting, we know where you are.
Yes, sir.
And is there any? Are you asking for home confinement on this?
No, sir.
I
No,
don't
that's
think
not the.
that's necessary
No.
under these circumstances. Okay, so if you post a bond, you get out of here, what are you going to do during the day?
I have a job, sir. I'm
What do you
an
do?
internet manager at Plymouth Chevrolet since the fall of 23, so coming up for
So what are you doing here? You got a responsible job
Yes.
and responsibility to a family, I guess. Fix this.
Yes.
Fix
so
it.
The past 6 months I've been in therapy for it, and I've also gone to church and got a Bible study and found Christ.
How's that working?
Amazing.
Oh, good.
I also got a divorce, and it's been
How's that working?
amazing. We're great co-parents. We were in a miserable marriage,
Oh, okay.
and I found God in the church. I go to Bible study every Wednesday, and I see my therapist every Monday. And I'm an award-winning car salesman, doing my best to stay out of jail. I know I made a mistake.
Well, it's
And-
fixable. That's the test of character. Everybody makes a mistake. Everyone in here has made a mistake. Defendants and other. It's how you fix your mistake. That's the test.
Just want
Are you going to fix it
Just
well and responsible? Good. And that's the test of character. Okay. All right. Do better. And that's going to be the order of the court. Next event is he'll post a bond. He'll get out. We're going to have what, an announcement?
Announcement, yes, sir. So they get time to see what's going on with Dallas.
Ellie
We can
is
talk.
one of my coordinators. She'll send you something on the next event here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else? On that?
I don't just want on the GPS, Judge. Is there any way we can have that monitored? He reports up in Collin County every month. Is there any way we can get Collin County to maintain that GPS?
I don't know how they do that. We've always done it because I never thought another probation officer.
Usually the bonding company kind of keeps an eye on things, and if there's an issue, then we all look at it and see what's going on where he is.
Okay. So just as long as he keeps it charged up, we'll be good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that sounds great.
Don't lose the charge on it. Sometimes it bleeds out fast, but keep the charge so that, because if it discharges, then there'll be an alarm that'll be set off of where are you? Where's Waldo?
And you're talking about work, because I don't, car sales, I'm there from like
No, I think it's chargeable.
8 to 8 usually.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he doesn't have to wear it while it's being charged, is it? Does he?
Yeah,
Does he?
it's,
Okay. I do it at night.
I believe it stays.
I think, don't they do it at night, Jen?
Yes, yeah, I mean, it should plug in like all day.
How long does it take to charge that?
Like all day sleep, so. They just have.
Takes a few hours. Do it at night when, yeah, it's a pain. Just don't walk in your sleep
Yes, Your Honor.
a long way. Oh, okay. We'll get a resetting to everybody. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Good to see you. Okay, let's see, this. Yeah, it was a matter, as the court recall, when the defendant was. So placed on probation, right?
Do you know, Judge?
No.
This was a jury trial where the jury gave him 2.5 years in prison, and then
Okay.
they asked for an appeal bond. We had a hearing. You told him that if he would go get treatment, you might reconsider it. And so he went off and did treatment.
He
It
successfully
was a
completed
90,
this.
it
We
was
need to
probably
recount.
90 days. So what we have is, this was based on a motion to set an appeal bond filed in December. And then the court ordered that.
Okay, pause right here, this is where things get legally interesting. The judge is clearly frustrated because there's no official documentation from the treatment facility yet. And in court, paperwork is everything. No proof means no progress in the judge's eyes. So the big question is, should the court trust the defense's word, or wait for hard evidence before making a decision?
We go to a facility for treatment. And for at least 90 successive days, which it looks like that has happened.
Yes, John.
And there's no report or anything. Well, I guess
That's my
What's the
problem with
deal?
this whole thing is we don't have anything from the facility saying how he did. We just got, he's out after
Can you
90
get
days.
Yeah, I can get something.
Uh, We,
My-
any day you did it, do it, and we'll come back.
Okay.
But we gotta get something that shows, I'd like to know, especially for setting other terms and conditions.
We may have it. Okay. As you know, I've been a little busy in here, so,
I don't know if you know that, but I've been busy.
you've been watching and judging. You say you emailed it to me or to Randy? Okay. She was gonna send- Okay, so she probably.
As amusing as this is, watching you fiddle with your phone and attempt to pull out an email or a text, there is something.
There is.
You're not just typing something in right now.
Using that AI generator, are you?
Where is the,
They're
where
texting
is
me and
the
saying it's in-
appeal? What's the appeal? Have y'all filed
We
a,
filed a notice of appeal. I think
when's the brief due?
I don't even know that we have a briefing schedule yet, Judge.
What's the problem?
Hang on, just-
Being set for misdemeanor 4/3/27.
For his MTRP on his misdemeanor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking.
Good morning, Lewis's response.
No.
Is that right?
No, this is the dismissal, this is the.
Oh, Morris.
This is the one we haven't done.
Oh,
The other one is a dismissal that I'll give you in a minute.
Morris.
Let you look for it. I'll look now.
Hey, Kendall, could you tell the jury we're gonna need about 10 more minutes, please, and thank them for their patience. Thank you. Is this all there is? It's a succinct, just this,
Yes, Judge. I think
that
so.
one paragraph?
If you-
Okay.
If you move the.
Is there more to it?
I don't know, but if you use two fingers
On the screen.
up and down on the mouse, no, it doesn't.
On the mouse, you have to do that way.
In the past.
You don't have a touch screen? $100 water like you.
Well, no. Oh, I see. You gotta move it up for it to go down.
It enter twice to exit, Judge.
I wanna see how you drive a vehicle. You down Interstate 10 in reverse? Is that what you do? You're going down Interstate 10 in reverse?
Reverse, you push forward on the lever, you want to put it in drive and pull back. I don't know.
I need this to be converted to something in writing.
Ellie's pretty good coffee.
Ellie's printing it off, Judge.
Well, I don't mind.
We're just gone from the galleries.
You and Jimmy.
All right, so this is a 12-step program. What they're saying, he's gone through 9 steps. What about, and I'm not really familiar with what steps 10, 11, and 12 are.
Yes, Judge.
Since I've never really seen what those are. I don't know what that is. What are they? And it's obviously not part of the inpatient program. Is that right?
I would
Is it
suspect
an outpatient or something?
outpatient aftercare that he's doing.
Can I find out what that is? Can anybody, real quick?
If
What
you
the-
hand me the computer, I'll find it real quick for you.
Okay, it says, and completed his 8th and 9th step amends process. Has a sponsor and continues to utilize sponsor upon discharge, successfully completed treatment episode on April 8th. So 4th and 5th step. And 12 steps that cover the program. I just need to know what's
next?
well, what steps are still required.
So if
If-
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Do you know?
It's a 12-step process. So like AA.
I knew that.
Well, it's
What
like,
are they?
they're the.
What's still left?
So he'll go to AA meetings and that's part of their step process. So he made amends and then the last few steps, he'll continue working with a sponsor to complete, last 12 steps of recovery.
Right. And Judge, the last step is kind of a continual step, which is that you essentially will eventually become a sponsor and sponsor other people and serve the process of sponsoring other people. And that may have been what you just said, essentially. Yeah.
All right.
Probably sounded better.
Okay. All right. What else are you asking on this?
Judge, we're just asking that you, as a practical matter, you set an appeal bond. He posted the appeal bond and went and did the 90 days that you asked him to do. So now we're asking the court to maintain that appeal bond, I guess is the best way to say it. Chris Romano has the bond. He will do interlock or scram or whatever you want to do on that front.
Of course, we objected whenever this happened. We still object because he was on probation at a misdemeanor court when he committed this offense or DWI third. And so
Here's what we're going to do is I'm going, I agree with the concerns of the state. I'm going to release you on this bond. You must complete timely the full 12 steps in the recovery program that in this intensive residential treatment plan that you attended that still are required of number one. Did I set a bond amount?
You did, Judge.
Okay.
He posted, I don't know how it works because he had to turn himself back in. So I don't know.
Revoked the bond yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
released it
okay.
in order for him to get back into custody.
Okay. I got it.
That's
I
fine.
got it. So he'll have to repost that bond, I guess.
The bond shall be reposted. You shall not operate a motor vehicle at all. Number one. Find that you drive a car, an automobile, or any mobile device that's on the street, whether you're intoxicated or not, it will be a violation of your bond. Number two is there's no alcohol. And the scram device, I guess, is what we'll use for that.
That's fine, Judge.
And trying to think of some terms because I want to ensure that I know if you've got a scram device, but
This moment is critical. The judge is laying down strict conditions, and this isn't just routine. No driving, zero alcohol, GPS tracking, that's serious control. Why? Because the court isn't just punishing, it's trying to prevent another disaster. But here's the real question: will these restrictions actually change behavior, or is this just delaying the inevitable?
do we have something that can show if there's alcohol in the system?
That would.
That's what the scram
The
story
scram
is.
will
Yes,
do.
sir.
What other conditions?
Judge, that's the main problem is he hasn't had any other criminal history that I'm aware of.
No.
It's just been the
No,
I'm
but
intoxicated. So,
but this is serious.
Yes, sir.
You had that car stuck on the stop on the freeway. That's a 4,000-pound missile. And you didn't even know what planet you were on. But this has happened before. You didn't fix it. Here you are. And you're supposed to be a role model in the community as a business leader, sir. This is not setting a good example. Fix that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For the safety of yourself and all others.
Yes, sir.
Are there any other conditions from pre-trial services that we need to?
Possibly home confinement, if you want him to stay at home and not go anywhere whatsoever.
Judge,
That way there's no issues about him traveling.
Well, a GPS device will show where he is.
Yes, sir.
And I want you only to go from home to work in the most direct route possible. You can go from home to a hospital if you need medical care. You can go home to a place for food if you need food, and home to church, religious.
Worship.
Mass or worship and all of this is the most direct route possible, and to and from the attorney's office.
And then also AA meetings, Judge, or outpatient.
Well, if
care.
it's required,
Yes.
yeah, he's got to get to that and he can't fly. So you would have, if you're at Alcohol Anonymous or other programs that are part of this recovery process, you are allowed to go there to and from in the most direct route possible. But again, unless you walk to, you can't drive a vehicle. Somebody is going to have to operate a vehicle. I want to review it in 4 weeks, every 4 weeks, to see how things are on this, because it's intensive, but it deserves attention, constant attention by the court. Are you able to follow all these, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else on this?
Okay.
State and probation?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Very sensitive. All right. Christopher Smith, the